Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we would do a 12 by 12 nativity scrapbook layout. Today's scrapbook layout is going to be a little bit different just because I was going through all my old stacks of scrapbook paper, and I found kind of like a couple of scraps from a previous layout I believe I had done a couple of years ago. The only full page that I had was this one, and I really wanted to use up the paper stack, so I decided to just create the layout with what I had left. Luckily, like I said, I did have a full page, and everything else I made it work. For the majority of the scraps of papers that I have is from the Wise Men paper collection from Echo Park. For my main paper is called Holy Night. I also have Peaceful Plaid, and this one wasn't from the Wise Men collection, but it was from the All Holy Night collection, and you're going to see it's the one that has angels, and this is the paper, the scrap of the piece that I had that kind of inspired this layout. So hopefully you like it. My paper does measure 11.5 by 11.5, and today I inked my edges with my Stampin' Up! Early Espresso and also Memento Tuxedo Black ink pad. To start off, my paper stack did have this beautiful border, and I just cut 1/2 inch from each side in order to measure 11.5 at the top of my page. I also have this beautiful border. This is just a Google image that I brought onto my Silhouette and Trace. And also I do have this piece. It measures 11.5 by 3/4. And my border on top, just in case you're wondering, it does measure 11.5 by 2 1/4. Now, go ahead and glue it with my zip dry. Now the plan for this, I was thinking of gluing it like this. Let's see. And now I'll go ahead and put the border on top of the beige one. Let's see. Now go ahead and glue this to the top. Now for my next piece, this does measure at 2.5. This will go right here. Pretty much this layout is a lot of layering. Next I do have a border that I brought onto my Silhouette and Trace. This will go here, and this kind of Mountain Hill. This is also a Googled image that I brought down to my silhouette and trace, and I just stretched it out to be 11.5. Before I forget, I did want to put this piece here before I put my next border. For this one, it does measure 5 by 9.5. And the reason it measures that is because that's pretty much the scrap of paper I have left. Now I'll try to center it, but if it's not centered, it's all right. And this is one of my all-time favorite papers because it has the Holy Night song. My parents are very religious, and growing up, Christmas, Nativity was the best part of Christmas for me. Till this day, my mother goes all out with her with her nativity decoration. Christmas decoration, we didn't really do that growing up. Now as adults, we do. But growing up, it was the nativity decorations. And my mother would get a lot of her amazing decorations from out of country, or she would have them custom made. Really, really nice. Now I'm going ahead and back this on a piece of 12 by 12 craft cardstock paper. I almost forgot, I do have one more border. I'll go ahead and put it here at the bottom. This is just a Googled image that I brought down to my silhouette and trace. I do have my photo mat. For my photo mat, it does measure 3 1/4 by 4 3/4, and this is just an internal offset. Put it right over here. This angel paper is just so beautiful. All the files that I'm using for today's layout are from the Silhouette store. All I did was type in Nativity, and this is what popped out. Next, I do have my 3 wise men. My 3 wise men measure together on my silhouette 6 by 2.5, and I pretty much made them to fit this little area here. For my next piece, this does measure a 4 1/4 by 6 1/2. I'll go ahead and put it right here. For my little family, they do measure 3 by 3. That's including the little star. Star goes. Next, I do have a couple little silhouettes. I have a little donkey. I don't know if it's a cow or something. I have my little sheep. And lastly, I do have my beautiful angel. She's the main character. For my angel, she does measure 2 1/4 by 4 inches. Before I glued everything down, I showed the layout to my mother, and I kind of kept moving things around. There was even a version where I did not put the top border, the angels. I left it out and just kind of moved everything up just so it didn't seem like it was a lot. And my mother said no. My mother said that it looked way better with the border angel. This was her favorite way. And usually when I show her my layouts, she likes them, of course, lots of detail. But when I showed her this one, her eyes lit up so much. I'm going to go ahead and pop out my angel. I forgot to put foam tape on her. But her eyes lit up so much. She said this was going to be her favorite. And there you have it. This is my 12 by 12 Nativity scrapbook layout. I hope you like it. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day.